finna get out of this bitch. Cause y'all negative. On my mama, y'all talking about Lil Poppa on my mama. On my mama. They been negative. Oh my God, no. No, serious.
What if I told you one of the realest voices out of Jacksonville saw the storm coming and still couldn't outrun it? At just 25, Lil Poppa had everything lined up. A major label deal, millions of streams, co-signs from respected artists, a city riding for him harder than almost anyone. But behind all of that, he was posting things online that nobody took seriously enough. I'm scared to go to sleep and I'm lonely. Is it okay to cry? I don't really like me. Those weren't lyrics. Those were warning signs. And when February 18th, 2026 arrived, the hip-hop world froze. This is the story of Lil Poppa, the pressure nobody saw, the signs everybody missed, and the question the rap game still hasn't answered. Born Janarius Wheeler in Jacksonville, Florida, Poppa didn't grow up dreaming about fame. He grew up trying to survive. Jacksonville isn't just another Florida city. Year after year, it ranks among the most violent large cities in America. For a kid bouncing between his mom's place and his grandmother's house on the east and west sides, danger wasn't rare. It was routine. Friends got locked up. Others didn't make it out at all. That constant exposure to loss shaped everything about how he saw the world. But the streets weren't his only battle. Poppa also dealt with a chronic blood condition that forced him to stay inside at times. Imagine being a teenager full of energy, physically limited, watching the world move without you. That kind of isolation gets inside your head. So he turned to music. And here's what made him different from almost everyone else coming out of Duval's drill wave. He didn't pretend to be fearless. He rapped about doubt, about loss, about what pain actually felt like from the inside. His early Under Investigation series built a loyal following because listeners could feel he wasn't performing. He was processing. That honesty built buzz. Local support became regional attention. Streams climbed into the millions. And eventually, Yo Gotti came calling. Lil Poppa signed with Collective Music Group. And for a kid from Jacksonville who had survived so much, it looked like the moment everything finally paid off. But signing a deal doesn't erase where you came from. Sometimes it just puts a spotlight on everything you're still carrying. CMG wasn't a random startup. Yo Gotti had built it into a real operation. Platinum records, major distribution, a reputation for developing artists with longevity. For Poppa, the signing was validation. His project Almost Normal Again showed genuine growth. Cleaner production, sharper hooks, still emotional, but more polished. His collab with Mozzie on No More proved he could hold his own next to respected lyricists. The trajectory looked undeniable, but a record deal is opportunity and pressure at the same time. Once you sign, you're not just expressing yourself anymore. You're delivering numbers, meeting deadlines, hitting rollout schedules. And when your music is rooted in real personal pain, that pressure hits different, because you're essentially reliving your trauma on command. Poppa hinted at that frustration in a tweet. He mentioned having 2 albums left before he could leave the label. That wasn't the language of someone comfortable, that was someone counting down obligations. And when your mind is already heavy, only feeling contractually trapped makes everything worse. Success also shifted his relationships in ways that bothered him. He posted about feeling judged once the jewelry came out. That line says everything. The same people who rode with him when he had nothing started looking at him differently once he had something. Money changes dynamics. Fame can isolate you faster than failure ever could. His music reflected all of this, getting darker, more internal, lines about trust issues, wanting to disappear, wanting to start over somewhere far away. He talked about needing a house in the DMV, about showing the real him soon. Looking back, that sounds less like ambition and more like someone quietly searching for an exit. In the weeks leading up to February 2026, his social media turned heavy. Not dramatic heavy, quiet heavy. It's the kind that slips past people because it doesn't scream. It whispers, I'm scared to go to sleep and I'm lonely. Fear of sleep means a mind that won't rest. That's not venting, that's a distress signal. Is it okay to cry? A grown man from Jacksonville's streets asking the internet for permission to feel? That single question shows how much conflict he was carrying inside. In hip-hop, vulnerability has always risked being read as weakness. So, when an artist publicly asks if it's okay to cry, something inside is breaking. I don't really like me. That's self-doubt at its rawest, and no amount of streams or money fixes that feeling. Then he posted, "The first mind is right every time." trust no one. Defensive, guarded. When success blurs the line between real friends and opportunists, paranoia can follow. You start questioning everyone's motives. You love people but push them away. You want connection but don't trust it. And then there was something he said in a song, a line that now feels impossible to ignore. Pac died at 25. Biggie died at 24, and it made me nervous. I just turned that age a couple days ago. At the time, it read like a young rapper studying hip-hop history. Now it reads like a man sitting with a fear he couldn't shake. When you grow up in rap culture, those ages aren't just trivia, they become warnings. They plant a clock in the back of your mind. And when you're already anxious, already questioning yourself, already feeling trapped, that clock gets louder. He didn't glorify it, he said it made him nervous. That word matters. He wasn't performing invincibility. He was admitting fear. And for someone that honest to say something like that, it wasn't random. All of it was connected. The tweets, the lyrics, the tone, pieces of a puzzle people didn't realize they were looking at until it was too late. When the news broke, the response was immediate and raw. His mother posted just 4 words, "Lord, I need you." No explanation, no long message, just pain. A mother who watched her son survive one of America's toughest cities, who saw him push through health struggles as a teenager, who watched him build something real from nothing, and who probably felt the shift in his energy long before anyone else did. Because mothers always do. Female rapper Pluto was mid-livestream when her chat erupted with the news. She brushed it off at first. "Y'all lying, don't play like that." But the comments kept coming. And then you could watch it happen in real time. Her face dropped. Her voice cracked. She started shaking her head, repeating "no" over and over. That clip spread across the internet not because it was dramatic, but because it was completely human. Disbelief turning into devastation in under a minute. Boozy Badass didn't post a quick RIP. He recorded a video called Poppa, a Duval legend, and said, "Tip Thug in peace." Coming from someone who has survived decades in this industry and seen everything, that tribute carried real weight. Lil Duval, Jacksonville to his core, wrote one of the most emotional responses. He said he'd known Poppa since he was a kid. He talked about wanting him to win. And then he said something that stopped people cold. That even Poppa's enemies were his fans first. That his talent was undeniable across the board. Duval mentioned they had spoken just weeks earlier. Poppa planned to pull up soon. That soon now means something different. DJ Loaf, Mozzie, Nardo Wick, Trap Beckham. Tributes came from Detroit, California, across Florida. When artists from completely different regions and backgrounds all post genuine grief, it tells you something. This wasn't hype, this was impact. Lil Poppa had the deal, the talent, the city. By 25, many would say he made it. But making it and feeling okay are 2 very different things. And that's what the culture keeps refusing to sit with. Hip-hop was built on toughness, on not showing weakness. For decades, artists were expected to carry trauma and keep moving. Rap about it if you have to, but don't actually fall apart. That standard has quietly destroyed people. Lil Poppa tried to break that mold in his own way. His tweets weren't polished PR statements. They were late-night thoughts posted publicly. Moments where he was essentially asking someone, anyone, to notice, to step in. The industry needs to do better. Mental health resources need to be part of artist development, not an afterthought. Labels need more than marketing teams surrounding their artists. And fans need to understand that when someone they follow starts posting things that sound heavy, that's not content. That might be a cry. Because Poppa wasn't hiding everything. He was telling us, in tweets, in lyrics, in quiet hints about wanting peace somewhere else. He was processing pain in public. His voice will keep playing through speakers. His words will keep connecting with people who feel exactly what he described. That's legacy. But legacy doesn't replace a life. So check on your people, not just when they look broken. Check on them when they go quiet, when their energy shifts, when they start posting things that sound a little too honest for comfort. Because sometimes the ones carrying the most are the best at making it look like nothing. Lil Poppa proved that.